Shall we begin? Are we recording? What's
Yeah, we've
happening?
been recording for half an
geez,
hour.
for 27 minutes. Fuck. Give us an intro, James.
27 minutes?
Give us an intro, James, then we'll actually talk about video games, maybe.
Maybe.
Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Neon City Daily Podcast. I'm Jamie, the sassy one.
Nick, the
sad
fat
one.
one.
I'm Josh, the superfood expert.
And I'm Dave, the still one.
And
I ate
boy,
kale.
do we have a lot to talk about today.
Just went on the record that I eat kale now.
Good job,
what we
buddy.
talked
Good job. you eat the leaf.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Rats.
Yeah. So anyway, gives me energy to play games.
That's great. Does that mean we can finally play Guilty Gear, Josh?
Hey, I've been chasing you all week. I haven't.
Liar. You
See, I'm
think
like,
I don't see.
I'm not hiding.
I just love the other day when we played some Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Actually, we jumped on and you helped me out with doing the tall tale that I'm up to.
Yeah, yeah.
And I still remember just sitting there, and then I actually heard like the notification from Steam be loud enough to get to your microphone. And you said, "Oh yeah, it's Jamie. You sent me a GIF again of like it looks like Saruman fucking
It's Sauron boxing or
with a
dancing or
boxing
something.
ring, and it's just like
I'm
okay,
using that as a good way to like just keep a record of how many times I've invited you to play a game and you've either ignored me or blown me off.
I have
And it's
never
quite large.
ignored you.
Liar.
I haven't ignored you. Like that night, I got off Sea of Thieves because we finished relatively early. And I'm like, all right, now I'm going to go and play some Guilty Gear. But you had gone.
So starting from Monday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 invitations with you replying twice.
nice.
Yeah. You only got to reply every 7.
And how does that make you feel?
Makes me
Therapy
feel
session.
neglected,
We're
Dave.
on the dole.
Makes me
Hey,
feel
I booted
like,
up Guilty Gear with you the other night.
Yeah, and immediately, like after you're done with like your Sea of Thieves adventure, and immediately your child woke up,
Yeah.
knowing and additionally blocking me from playing with my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, you got cock blocked pretty hard, but there.
Yeah, and
Children are
then
the
the
eternal
next
cock
day, I
blockers.
saw
Yeah.
you in person and said, "We're gonna play Guilty Gear, right?" And you said yes.
I was
And then
tired
you
from
played
dropping
Sea
the
of
form
Thieves.
out to you.
I feel betrayed.
I'll play it. I didn't buy it to sit there and not play it.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Excuse me.
Should we leave Nick while these two just...
Just
hash
while
this
we
out?
let them have their domestic.
I was going to say when you came around today, you should just bring your fight stick so we can play, but
But you told me not to come round. So
the ideas were born at different times, okay?
Oh, jeez. So you don't want Jamie to bring the vomit virus if it exists.
Yeah. But no, I've been playing Sea of Thieves, though,
Yeah. It's been good.
and I booted up Guilty Gear. I'm going to count that.
Did you play
Yeah.
it?
Did I play
Did you
it?
play it?
What is playing? Is playing...
I'll take that as a no.
no. Yeah,
If
that's
you
a
look
no.
at Steam and
If
go,
you have
how
to
many hours
ask-
have I invested in this game?
If you have to ask, Josh, the answer's
yeah,
no.
okay.
So let's be real.
If we look at how many hours you've invested in the game, Josh, it is 0.1.
Is it really?
It's really 0.1. I'm looking at it right
Nice.
now.
I looked at yours the other day,
It's like
and I,
45.
like 45 hours. I'm like, it's been out for, oh no, that's a fortnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's still a pretty good
It's a pretty
percentage
good run.
of a fortnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Good run.
That's
Yeah,
a working
it's,
week.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying
it's a good
Guilty
game.
Gear.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's all I've really been playing. Aside from the Sea of Thieves streams that we do like on Saturday.
Yes.
It's just a lot of fun. It has such a, like I mentioned it before, but the way that the tower system works is so good for keeping you in an area of the game where when you play it, you're competitive. So you're never going to get like how when we would play other fighting games, someone would come in and it's
Destroy
like,
you.
they're rank 6,042 and you're rank Oh no, sorry, they're level 6042 and you're level 2. And it's like it feels good because every now and then I'll have a match, I get the shit kicked out of me, and I'm like, dang, I could have played that way better. And then I'll do another match and I'll improve a little bit, and maybe I'm fighting the same guy and I'm kind of like getting there because we're on a similar skill level. And then other times maybe I'll run into a guy and I'm just, able to
How low
their
does
ass.
that go is my question.
because
I feel like I'm gonna find the bottom.
Well, like, listen, the way that the tower works is it starts at, like, obviously floor 1, you go all the way up to floor 10, and then there's a VIP floor for like
this
really
is for
skilled players.
multiplayer. Like, let's just make that clear to anyone listening at home. This is for multiplayer for when you're actually jumping in and matchmaking for people to fight. You have different levels. as you go up.
And before you begin the game, it has you fight a bot, and it gauges how good you are against that bot, and then it will assign you a floor. So I think I was assigned like floor 6, like from the get go, and I didn't know what I was doing. So it's really good to just kind of like jump in, do that like tutorial thing, and see where it puts you, and you will find other people there who are the same skill level as you. So you're not just getting mud stomped,
We've just received some concerning news.
Alarming news.
I got a message from someone standing just outside the studio. Oh,
Yeah.
Could you? I did ask for them to be delivered.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
What? What do you mean?
I got a picture,
Delivered?
Jamie, and for
What?
those listening and not watching, Hawaiian
What are you doing to us?
Hawaiian shapes,
Hawaiian
Hawaiian
shapes.
pizza flavored shapes,
What?
limited edition. Hopefully,
Why?
extremely limited.
So I usually like, doesn't matter what it is, if it's like chips or if it's whatever, if I see like a limited edition thing, I go, I need to try it. But if I look at that and I think, no, I want that to fucking burn in a fire.
Nick,
So-
you go first.
Good news, that box will definitely burn.
Yeah, the box
Yeah.
will. All right, no, we got to do it all at once.
Why? Nick,
'Cause-
Jamie's not here. He doesn't get to enjoy the.
That's fine.
Don't worry, I'll do it in spirit.
Shove some pineapple in your mouth.
Does
Jim.
this count as fruit?
How?
No.
No,
Okay.
Put it in
absolutely
your
not.
smoothie.
Here we go.
Smells like ass.
No.
It does.
Nah,
Oh,
that's fucked. No.
I think it's good. I think you guys just don't know what you're talking about.
No. All I can taste is
Try again.
Artificial
Try another one.
pineapple.
You'll see.
No.
Not okay.
not
No.
right.
Oh,
It's like a bad pineapple lolly.
Yeah.
oh, it's not fun.
I imagine that's what pineapple out of an ass tastes like.
Oh, fuck.
Did you also order some emergency pizza shapes in case the obvious happened?
It's right, we've got our good standby Pepsi.
I didn't
mate.
want to feel like I'd just been rimming someone that hadn't showered for weeks. Fuck.
How do you know what that tastes like?
Secrets.
So anyway, if you're looking for gamer fuel, stick with Pepsi, not Hawaiian
Not
shapes.
fucking Hawaiian
They are
shapes.
just wrong and broken.
Why did anyone buy them?
Yeah, Jess bought it the other day. Oh, the aftertaste.
Yeah, no, I'm still trying to just get
It's not
drink
pretty.
in my mouth.
They're not
Honestly.
okay.
Arnott's, what have you done?
Fucked it up is what they've done.
Oh,
It's not okay. And it never will be.
Jess said they were half price. That doesn't
That
mean you have
doesn't-
to buy them.
And there's a reason why they're half price. Like,
Half price doesn't negate bad.
Yeah.
Oh, if I see something good that's half price, it's a sweet day. But if I see something bad that's half
when a new
price, I just
flavour,
know
when
why.
when a new flavour is half price, you're like,
Yeah,
It's actually-
you could
that's-
probably assume that it wasn't that popular.
I wasn't.
No
I didn't think they were going to be that bad, but
No, I didn't think they were going to be that bad. I figured there'd be more like everything else
it's
tastes.
basically everything I hate about Hawaiian pizza in a biscuit.
In a biscuit.
But the thing is, it's not a pineapple taste. They've actually captured somehow the taste of pineapple on pizza.
It's the pineapple lolly taste, I think,
Yeah.
that's getting me. Like, it tastes like they're fucking lollies, but bad. Like
To
when
me,
you
it
get the-
captures the
on pizza.
pineapple on pizza. Like it's mixed in. To me, it's like if
Okay.
I'm desperate for pizza and because Jess never eats a whole one,
Right.
so there'll be leftover,
Yeah.
and it's always Hawaiian because she loves Hawaiian. I'm thinking of divorcing her.
Yeah,
but
do it now,
we
please.
I get it out of there and I pick all the pineapple off.
Yeah, but the taste is still there.
This tastes like pineapple pizza with the pineapple picked off, but you hit a bit where it's soaked in.
Yeah, where it's because
Yeah.
you can't ever get rid of that taste
Yeah.
out of something once it's in there. It's in there. It's why you can't ever go. No, it's fine that you put pineapple on it.
I'll just take
Yeah.
it off. No.
Yeah, no.
It's got 2.5 health stars.
See,
Interestingly enough about that health star thing,
Yeah.
That's opt-in, and you basically pay for it, and it's only in certain categories.
Yeah.
So like that's
Don't pay
2.5
any attention
stars
to it.
for compared to a 5-star chip. Like it's not too.
I want to see the 5-star chip.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's what I want.
Oh, it's kale.
It's kale.
It's
It's just
kale.
baked kale.
I did see a recipe for kale chips.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
they've
it.
been
Yeah,
done.
I've seen it
Yeah, I've
done,
seen
but
that
I...
I'm not going that far.
No, I don't.
I've had veggie chips before. They're fine.
Veggie chips
Veggie chips are
fine.
okay. Yeah, even I like them.
You just got to dip them in berries.
Kale chips would be all right.
So I
too.
thought you were going to
Protein
say you just got to
powder
dip them in
and
gravy.
Oh, great. Well, gravy would work, obviously.
Because I mean, what is a chip anyway, aside from just like a texture? It's always like the salt or whatever that you put on top of it that is the real
Yeah,
flavor.
it's the seasoning that hits you with the
Yeah.
other flavors.
Do not purchase if pack is open or torn. I should go to the hospital,
not purchase.
the supermarket, and save everybody by tearing open the package.
Just stab every packet. Oh, there, the aftertaste is still there.
Yeah, the
Oh.
aftertaste is really bad.
Every now and then I like tongue a little piece out of my teeth
Yeah.
and then it just comes back.
Yeah. Oh,
Initially,
violated.
as soon as it hit my mouth, I go, "Oh, no!"
Nah.
It very quickly turned into a no.
Because what the taste is like to me, like you said, they captured it and what it tastes like really well to me. And I know this thanks to growing up in the economic situation I did. So let's say you go to the supermarket and you get like Allen's lollies, pineapples, or whatever fucking brand lollies they are, pineapples, right?
Those are
And they
great.
taste a specific way. What they taste like to me is like they added the taste of like if you just go to like the discount store, like the shiploads, and you buy like that 3 kilo bag of fucking like
Yes,
dodgy
yeah.
pineapple
Yeah.
ones for
The
like
knockoff
$3,
brand
the
stuff.
knockoff one. That's what that tastes like. Pineapples.
Yeah.
Like that's what it tastes like. Not pineapples, it's pineapples.
pineapples.
Yeah. So
Pineapple.
that's yeah, I'm not okay with that.
So there's our food review for the month. Steer well clear.
It just didn't
We'll
go
save some
well.
for Jamie.
Yeah.
I'll put a peg on the packet so they stay fresh.
Apparently, it does actually contain pineapple juice powder.
What? That's even a
Pineapple
thing?
juice powder is
0.1%.
the worst sentence
A
I've ever heard in my
0.1%,
life.
right.
Yeah, I know, right? Powder. They've powder formed juice.
Oof. Anyway, yeah, they sound delicious.
They
This
sound like
is like the what was it? The mango Pepsi all over again.
oh god, the mango Pepsi.
That was a genuine accident,
was,
though.
That was better than these.
Oh,
I could
yeah, I'll give
tolerate-
you that.
I could
I'll give you
tolerate
that.
in an absolute emergency,
Yeah.
the mango Pepsi was
In a
passable.
Pepsi emergency. You could
Do you
mango
reckon it's
Pepsi.
like a, do you reckon it's like an acquired taste? Like if you get like dill pickle flavored chips, like it takes a
They're
little bit, but
tasty,
you got to
though.
eat the whole bag, and then you go, you know what? Those were great.
It's a
I
very
thought they were
cultural thing
awful.
too.
Isn't it Stockholm syndrome?
No, it's,
Where you fall in love with your
We-
catfish.
yeah, we-
taste buds.
Pretty
I
much,
don't know.
right?
It's
Like,
like,
that's all
it's
you've
so
got.
different
Like,
that your
oh, it's-
body's like, this can't be right. Nothing's ever tasted like this before. And then you eat enough of it and you don't die, and your body goes like, all right, you know what? I'm alive. So
Jamie,
these are
what
okay.
is what's Canadian chocolate like?
It's generally the same. It's like Nestle and
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that.
Because I know Americans. I stopped at a lolly shop on the way to Launceston, and as we know, things get worse the further north you get.
Yeah.
So the chocolate at this lolly shop, it was like one of these ones where they import a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I usually stop there for my peanut butter M&M fix.
That's fair.
And
yeah.
I got Hershey's because you see it in the movies and
yeah,
all this
yeah.
other stuff. So
Yeah.
got Hershey's, and it literally tasted like vomit.
Ah.
Like,
You know what is good though?
Well.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
oh
Yeah.
You
shit,
ever
yeah,
find those?
yeah, no, they're delicious.
Yeah.
But I looked this up, and there's an ingredient in them, and this is not just Hershey's. There's a lot of American-made chocolate. They're just used to it. This is how it's always been, and there is an acid in there that is literally like a close cousin to bile or something that's from your stomach. Like there literally is an aftertaste of vomit that's very similar.
How very strange.
Maybe they're
We
trying
use
to get
milk.
Americans to stop
Yeah.
eating as much chocolate or something. I don't know.
So yeah,
That's
American
weird.
like America for me is one day I'm gonna have a holiday. Either when I'm nearly dead and just go screw it, I might as well just
You
go
might
and
as well
eat
check,
myself
yeah.
to death.
Let's see if
Or
I
I'm
can get
really
shot.
healthy and
You're
can
nearly dead,
afford.
You're like, screw it, I'm going to go have the bad chocolate.
Yeah,
Finish the job.
but it's like America is like the only appeal to me of America is their sports and the fact that all their food's like disgustingly bad for you in massive quantities.
Or small quantities, really.
Well, my brother went years ago and was
he's
so
timid
excited
now.
because he had they do just general on the menu 40 nuggets for $8. That was the highlight of his trip.
That's really sad.
He and my parents went to Vegas and hated it because they're like, it's a literal dump. Like the movies make it look very
Right,
glitzy and
yeah.
stuff, but it's just
It's full of sad people who spend all
junkies
their money.
and gambling addicts and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just like they went to a magic show and that was pretty cool. But Sam just
Right.
literally made a beeline for the McDonald's.
McDonald's.
And it made everything fine because he had 40 nuggets for $8.
Oh, that's excellent.
But yeah, so yeah, it's just the chocolate's weird. That's
All right.
yeah. That and apparently
Okay.
New York hot dog from a vendor that was on like dad's have to like bucket list thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No good.
You have to pick the right one.
I don't know that I was very surprised that it wasn't very good. It's from a
it's
vendor
a hot
in a
dog
street.
and
Yeah.
a vendor, yeah.
It's going to be
like-
basic food.
Yeah.
I got a hot dog in Seattle, and it was like the most expensive hot dog I've ever had in my fucking life, and it was the most average hot dog I've ever had. I could not believe it.
You were just wishing you were back at Northgate getting a Wendy's job.
Yeah.
American.
That's a
It
lot
was
of money.
stupid.
See, I see that I think is the thing though. That's a bit of a difference between like here and a lot of other places though. Because like if I go to like the market on the weekends, like the Salamaker market on the weekends, the big one that everyone knows, I like to go to that every now and then. But every now, like I'll walk around, I'll just buy food from the stalls that are there, and it doesn't generally matter what I get as long as it's not something like fucking. Brown
Kale.
eyed caper hats with fucking covered in kale or some shit. Like it's like, yeah, I've never been disappointed. I've always been like, this was worth it. This is really good.
I can still taste
So-
them. Sorry, that's so.
Yeah, and I'm about to get myself another drink because I am not okay
Genuinely unsettling.
with the fact that the juice dust has powdered my innards. So
This is the fun on the
That's
Uncity
how you
Daily.
go. Yeah,
Everyone else except me dies.
we're all fucking die
I'm
from
just
this.
trying to think about nice food, and I was like, you've reminded me, Salamaker Market, some beautiful German sausages. Like
They do.
bratwurst,
Yes,
just like,
yeah.
yes.
German
That
do
is- that is
sausages well.
delicious down
Yes.
there, yeah.
So
I am
How
proud
much
of my
in
people
USD
for
would
sausages.
they be?
For that.
Yeah, I honestly love sausages, and didn't make the connection between being somewhat part German and
Oh, I
and
thought
the,
you said,
the love
I thought
of
you were going to
sausage.
say you didn't make the connection between sausages and homoeroticy, but
Did I miss a part of the
no,
conversation?
I just like the way that you said it though was just like I really wasn't sure where you were going with that, but no, yes, Germans and their
Oh
sausages.
shit!
I like Dagwood dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, at
'cause
the
they're
show.
amazing.
Yeah,
Give it
at
in
the
sauce.
show.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not that I would go there now for a Dagwood dog,
I'm not paying like $15 to get in just to buy a Dagwood
and then
dog.
buy a $10 Dagwood dog.
That's why you go to the Salamaker market on the weekends.
I'm gonna have one tonight from the corner store. Actually, that'll help with my
how's
fight
that diet
against
going?
diabetes.
Yeah, what about your,
some
your
kale- some kale on
diabetes,
it.
dude?
I had kale this morning. It's okay.
It's
Cancels
that's not how
everything
it
out.
works. One
Yeah.
doesn't cancel the other out.
So gaming.
If only it did.
You are pondering that, I can tell.
So I played a lot of Sea of Thieves this week. It was good.
I played more than you, I think,
You
for the
did
first
play
time in a
more
week.
Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves than me because I was busy.
I got hooked.
That's because you bought the pass without knowing everything about it, and you just want to.
You know, that pass is probably not worth the money. There's really not much in the
There's nothing there. I warned you.
in the payable line because you got here's everything level 1 to 100
You'll just unlock anyway.
that everyone
Well,
gets,
the thing
and then
that-
there's the stuff in the exclusive line. Now in Destiny, the exclusive line where you paid for it wasn't too bad, and I went in with that pretense because that's the only season pass I've ever bought before
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But the exclusive line in Destiny was primarily where you got stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it seems to be the opposite for Sea of
Sea of
Thieves.
Thieves
The,
is
the
just like,
thing
oh,
is, with
I get
the,
some blue coins. I don't even know what they're for.
Well, that's the thing. With the Sea of Thieves one, you get a lot of the currency that you would have to buy as fun bucks back. So you end up
Right.
with, I think, like what was it? It was 999 fun bucks to get the pass.
Do they actually call them fun bucks?
I call them fun bucks.
Oh,
I can't
okay,
remember.
right,
I call
okay.
every game's thing like that fun bucks because I can
yeah,
never.
yeah. It
fucking
was
remember.
999.
Right. So, but I think you get back like 350 or something. So you end up having more currency that you didn't pay for. Technically, kind of maybe. It's like a weird, but then like also the thing is that like the skins and the stuff that comes with it, with the cosmetics for it,
Yeah.
that all adds up to more than the 999.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's where I don't mind it because I'm getting a bunch of shit anyway.
Yeah.
And I'll only buy it if I get to 100 because then that's when it's worth it to me.
Yeah.
But
I
because
did
you
not do
get
that.
no, you didn't.
Josh has gone the other way.
But the skins that are in there and the effects and all that kind of stuff, when you put the cost together of them from memory, it's more than
You would hope so.
the 999.
Yeah.
If you're really into it, it's worth it.
Yeah, no, if you're going to
enough,
get to 100, it's definitely worth it.
Well, I
think.
bought it last Saturday and I'm level 40.
Yeah. Well, I've only been playing like on and off. Like
Yeah.
I played on the stream and I played like I think twice, 2 sessions this week.
Yeah.
I'm like 34 or something.
Yeah. I don't think
So-
it'll take very long.
No, it won't. It doesn't. Why? I usually do my last like 60 levels in the last 2 weeks of the season
Oh,
pass.
man. See, there's at least 11 weeks left, so I'm
yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. So there's plenty of time to knock up there.
But I really enjoyed the Tall Tale stuff. Like I said,
Yeah, it's
we
really
did
good.
one which in the context of a stream was boring as batshit because it's very much an exposition storytelling.
No, the first one was.
Yeah, the second one I really enjoyed. That got me hooked. So during the week, I've gone back and done 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Haven't tried 5 yet because I soloed 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Took a while, but once you figure out the puzzles in
Yeah,
like the
once you
first and
figure out the
second one,
puzzle
you're
and what
like,
you're
oh,
supposed
okay,
to do, you
I
can,
get it.
Yeah, kind of put it together, which is nice.
Did you redo the second one so you could actually see like the cutscene stuff?
Nah. I'll probably go back through because I don't know. I don't like this. I'm becoming a bit of a completionist.
I'll get
Like
all
I want to
the-
go back through and get the commendations.
all the
and,
journals and stuff. Yeah.
but then
that.
Duck was telling me that the commendations for Build Rat, I think it is, in the category Build Rat, is all the arena stuff, the
Yeah,
PvP,
yeah.
and they're not really supporting it anymore.
I mean, it's there.
Yeah.
And, like I can still find games of it. Like I've spent a day or two in there, like just
Yeah,
playing.
okay.
It. It's still fun,
Yeah.
and it's still there. It just doesn't get
Yeah.
a lot of notice.
Like the first commendation in that is kill 5 people with a pistol. And I'm like, I'm never going to do this. So I've tempered
Yeah.
my expectations a little bit.
yeah, that's fair.
Probably won't do the PvP commendations.
Well, I will admit that, like when I look at the commendations, I usually just I genuinely enjoy doing the exploring commendations.
Yeah.
Like go to this island, find this cave painting.
Anything
Go to
PvP,
yeah.
I'm okay with if I take Jamie.
Yeah.
But I don't like my chances.
Well, a lot of the PvP in the matchmaking stuff specifically for PvP in that is more the ship to ship combat than anything. Like I've gotten so many kills in that just by being one of the guys on the cannons, dumping cannons towards someone else's deck.
Yeah.
Because that's something that you then look at is like, okay, do I shoot their hull and try to put holes in them, or do I shoot their cannon line and try to smash the shit out of the players? And like both of them have their pros and cons, but yeah, like a lot of my kills in that have come from me just like nailing a ship, and I've managed to just nail a human being with a cannonball. So yeah, but it is fun. I'm fine. I did have a lot of fun with it when I spent the day in there. So.
Hey, Jamie. Would you like to play Sea of Thieves PvP with me?
I don't know, man. Maybe tonight after we play some Guilty Gear.
I was gonna say, are you gonna have to pay for this with Guilty Gear, Josh?
Absolutely.
As soon as these guys leave, I will jump on and play Guilty Gear with you.
Okay.
I'm pretty keen to, actually.
No, I spent a lot of time in that. I also played a bit of Chaos Bane, which is the Warhammer.
Oh, the Warhammer one, yeah.
Like Warhammer Fantasy ARPG.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I was right. It like what I thought was coming up was it's pretty much just Martyr, like the Martyr ARPG that like me, Jamie,
We all
and Josh
really
have
like.
played.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Dave. You played it or not? It's but it's very like Diablo-esque. Feels good, fun to play. It's a little bit rougher in how it controls, and I think it's simply because like in Martyr, if you get something on your like, or as far as the X-Bone is concerned, just you play with the control pad. If you target an enemy and you hit the go button to hit them with your melee weapon, your character will auto run towards them and hit them when they get there.
Yeah.
Whereas with Chaos Bane,
You are
hit
the
the
bane
button
of chaos.
to hit someone that's in your target reticle, but they just kind of attack where they are.
Oh,
you've
they don't
actually got to like
move.
move to
Yeah.
them to attack them. So that's the only thing that I'm noticing that's a bit off kilter is that I've got to get used to that.
And the former is the
I-
usual way of ARPGs. Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now,
So
look, is this the same developer as Marta, or are we just
It
comparing the two
throws up-
because they have Warhammer in the title?
it throws up all the same like Neocore stuff and everything at the start, I think. Yeah, I just
I'm
remember
gonna check
seeing.
'cause I don't know.
Actually, no, I think it's a different developer but same engine and publisher, maybe something like
Okay.
that.
When did it come out?
2018.
Oh, okay. It's
Maybe.
been out a while. I thought it was new for some reason.
Yeah, no, I think.
There's been a couple of new Warhammer games pop up recently, but none of them review very well.
Well, I'm still looking forward to, and I was going to say Big
The Left
Fish,
4 Dead
it's not
one.
yeah, like not Riptide. Fucking what is it? Murdery.
The
yeah, like
Left 4
the,
Dead, where you're the Imperium
Yeah,
guys.
the Left 4 Dead. I'm a Astra Militarum guy. One.
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot fucking.
yeah,
I
the
don't
big
know that
shark
name.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the guys that did Vermintide.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. I just genuinely can't remember the name of it, but
Yeah.
Dark Tide.
Dark Tide. There you go.
Darktide.
I knew that. Testing you.
But that looks really, really good. It's got like different
From
classes.
the trailers, it does. I've not seen gameplay yet.
Well, I kind of figure like if it's the guys that made Vermintide, and that's already really good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
This is going to be obviously a different setting, a different set of mechanics, a different kind of feel to the game, obviously because of the tech and the age
And the
look and
40K
design.
setting, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're a bunch of guys from the Astra Militarum going through a
just humans.
hive, I think.
Or a
Just
sister.
boring humans.
Oh, is there a sister in
Like
there? Is there?
I think there's a sister in there.
So
The
I know
Astra
there's one-
Militarium is just humans, isn't it, basically?
Well,
Yeah.
it's that
It
branch.
could just be
of
Astra
humans.
Militarum.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
just
there's an Ogren.
there's an Ogren. There's some other guys, but
Speaking of Warhammer,
Yeah.
did you see the Warhammer Plus?
I don't know what that is. I heard about it.
Well, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
know. I
yeah,
shared
not
it with the
interested.
guys in the group chat, and then Jamie was like, said it was a streaming service, which I didn't realize. I thought I
Right.
knew it was a subscription service, but I didn't know it was a streaming service.
That would be why.
A la Netflix and things like that.
That would be why Games Workshop snapped up a lot of animated.
Well, the
Yeah.
fan
Well, they've already
animations,
announced
yeah.
that like it'll launch with the Astartes 2.
Right.
As long as it's better than that movie we watched.
Oh yeah, no, it's way better. Like anything
I could take a
fan
shit and
made,
put a Warhammer sticker on it and it'd be better than that.
anything fan made for Games Workshop in that space is blatantly better than anything they've ever done by themselves. That's
Well, I sent
why
that
they've
other
done
one to the group the other day. Someone made a
Oh yeah, that old live action.
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, it wasn't a completely animated thing like Astartes, so
Yeah.
the CG looked a bit, but it was still pretty good. Like something of that quality, I'd probably watch
It was okay.
a show of. Like,
Just quickly backpedaling. Chaos Bane was developed by Echo Software and published by Big Ben Interactive.
Right.
And Neocore published and developed Inquisitor.
Oh, they and developed Inquisitor. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's totally different
Yeah.
studios.
Well, that's but that's the thing though. Like playing it, that's the only real in mechanic wise difference. Like obviously the GUI is different, the interface is different, but yeah, like just with the feel of it, that's the only real big difference to me.
I burped
So-
and it
Do they,
tastes like
do they
pizza.
still have the what's it called? The morale system?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't gotten that far into it, to be honest.
Oh no, but
As
like
compared
when
to-
your character is taking shots in
where they get suppressed.
Inquisitor, you got your morale, and then you take more damage if you run out of
Yeah,
it.
if you get suppressed.
Yeah.
No, I haven't really noticed it. Although in saying that, the character that I've started playing, like, it's just the main, like, normal human-y, tanky character, and he actually gains bonuses from being surrounded and all this other kind of stuff. So maybe
Yeah.
not. I don't know. Like, I've been like, building him to just take on hordes of stuff. So
Nice.
don't know,
Yeah,
but it's good. But
I
it's good though.
I haven't played much other than League of Legends, obviously, and
You say obviously.
it's obvious at this point.
Everyone's hoping you'll stop.
I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Everyone's worried about you.
And Sea of Thieves, which
Yeah.
I'm enjoying. I've been meaning to go back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but
Oh yeah, jeez. Keep
haven't
forgetting
haven't.
that's even a thing.
Yeah, like that. I've talked to Jamie about this before. When I sit down and play a game, unless I know that I've got a dedicated couple of hours, I can't can't mentally get into something.
Oh yeah, you want to know.
Like I know, like something that's fairly narrative driven, especially. And I think that's why I do end up sitting down and just playing online games like LOL or something like that. Because it's like,
and I told you that I thought that was a very interesting thing for you to say, because I can't think of many like pick up and play games where you sit down for a casual game that requires more time investment than League of Legends.
Yeah.
Like you have to dedicate like at least 20 minutes, 15 if you're very
which is
lucky
fine
to play a game.
But that's if I know I've got limited time. Like I can get a game in and then go. It's not like to a hard and fast schedule. Got to be off the computer at 5 or something. I won't play a LOL game then because they can go for like an hour or something. But that isn't, at the same time, that's not long enough for me to sit down and go, oh, I'm just going to play a little bit of Mass Effect or something. I just got this weird mental block about it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, okay.
I like to have bigger
Yeah,
chunks of
because
time.
like you could easily argue that like Mass Effect is far more friendly because you can just like quick save.
Absolutely.
Like,
I'm not arguing that. I'm just, it's my own weird idiosyncrasy that's just like, nah.
I'm quite similar in that regard.
Yeah, it happened to a lot to me when I was playing The Witcher 3.
You wacky Germans.
Yeah.
Right.
The Witcher 3, I would play in like 4 or 5 hour blocks
Yeah, that's
when the
fair.
kids were out or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know. Just weird like that. Yeah, but at the same time, I'll sit down and commit to an online
that's-
match of something.
Well, that's the thing though. Like
You
I,
can't
I
walk
feel
away
like
from.
it's probably
Yeah.
got something to do with the fact that you know that it's got a story that you're going to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I kind of get a little bit the same way depending on what's going on. If I sit there and I'm about to play a very story driven game or a very character like role play driven game,
Yeah.
I need to have some time to do that because I want to get back into that world. I want to enjoy it. I want to like, yes, I'm role playing this character. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah. And you don't want to stop and yell at
Yeah,
kids
and
every
have
3
to
minutes.
stop and go.
Tends to break
get
the
off
immersion.
the fucking fridge. You're gonna get your dick stuck in a ceiling fan again, etc. Like
Again.
you don't want to have to do
Amelia.
that. So
That's what she's called now.
yeah. So that's actually I can understand it because that's a motivator for me when I play a game like that is to get into a story like that, and I want the time to spend in that story.
Ah, shit, yeah.
And like something like Mass Effect where you do get a decent chance to go like this is me.
Yeah. Oh, and Rocket League. I'm with
played
Eli.
Rocket League.
I've been playing Rocket League with Eli.
Yeah, that's more like Eli's been playing and dragging you along for the ride, though.
Yeah. Although I have, because I'm kind of over it, but then he was showing me they have a rotating, like for fun game mode
Yeah.
going on usually, and they've been pretty fun. They had enough kind of difference to shake things up a
Yeah,
bit that
they-
you don't. Yeah, just
'cause-
slightly different mechanics. Like, it's a hockey puck. That's funny, but it does
Yeah.
have different physics to it.
Yeah. And sometimes different arenas too, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like with
different arenas. Like there's a
holes in
big
it.
basketball one at the moment where you, instead of shooting into a soccer-esque goal, you got to lob it up somehow and get it into a basketball hoop.
Yeah.
It'd be tricky, yeah.
Yeah, there's ones where your
You
car
and Eli
gets...
play Brawlhalla together?
Yeah, until he started beating me
Yeah.
and then I uninstalled it. No, it's still on there, but he basically uses that as a... I've played a few games of
Rocket League.
or we say, okay, Eli, you got 5 minutes and you got to get off the computer, and he'll just boot up Brawlhalla and
Just have a
have a crack at
Right.
that.
Nice.
Right.
But he is getting fairly competent, so I'm kind of avoiding playing with him.
You're going to stop.
Yeah.
Never playing this
You
again.
know, I feel like there aren't many better ways to hone your skills at a game than going, I have to beat my child.
Yeah, no, I can't because he would remind me of my shame
Oh wow.
if I lost to him.
Yeah.
So
You're all meant for training, kid.
he's a spiteful little
It's
shit.
like I'm thinking it's like 10 o'clock that night. He comes out from me like, "Why aren't you in bed, buddy?" Because I beat your ass. Dad.
I get to stay up.
Yeah, you go to bed.
Yeah.
I think it's your turn to have a shower and go to bed.
Yeah. Well, he started trying to put wages on it.
Oh,
Like, I don't, because we've slowly started introducing chores.
yeah.
And he's like, it was my fault because I said, I used to say, hey, look, if you win, when I knew that I would 100% win if I tried. And we're like, if daddy wins, you got to go get off, get it, and go brush your teeth and stuff like that. And I could 100% win. Now that I
Yeah.
can't, and he's starting to put wages down, or like he's just keeping that going. It's a bit of fun for him.
he's
Because
just-
he knows he's going to win.
Well, I don't even know that he particularly knows he's going to win. he's like, hey, let's do the thing where, if you win, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I'm the daddy here. You got to do what you're told. Get off.
The rules are changing, kiddo.
Did I mention last week I took him to Intensity?
No.
No, I took him to Intensity.
No, you talked to me about it.
Yeah,
but
I
you
talked to you
mentioned
about it.
on the
Yeah.
podcast.
So it's gaming related, and I thought, you know what, I grew up playing some arcade games,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
did a lot of like caravan parks back in the day.
Yeah.
My first
always
Ninja
had something.
Turtles
Yeah, yeah.
game was on
Yeah.
big arcade
yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
Much to my dad's disappointment, he wanted to teach me how to play 8-ball. But I'm like,
I'm afraid Ninja Turtles takes precedence.
yeah, like he would put the $1 or $2 coin on the table to, signify that
Signifies
we're next.
Yeah.
And I would take it and put it in the turtle machine when he wasn't looking.
Wow. That's dirty.
Broken his
I would
heart.
have thrown you through a window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Years later, I feel bad. I'm like, he just wanted to spend some time with multiplayer. He could have jumped on.
He could have jumped on. Yeah.
Only
joined
those
you for
turtles
the-
were
You only
playing
had
eight-ball.
$2, Josh.
Yeah.
It was the 90s.
But yeah, so I took Eli I just surprised him, picked him up from school last Friday. I'm like, let's go do something. I was like, do we go bowling? No, my back's really bad at the moment. Do we go mini golf? No, my back's really bad at the moment. So I'm like, let's just go play video games.
And then you play DDR.
Oh,
He did make me play DDR.
really?
Yeah.
And you're still alive.
It was after school on a Friday, so the place was empty, which was nice.
Yeah. That's a
And
change.
now you pay for a big bag of coins,
Yeah. Yeah.
which, rather than give them $20 note and they give you
And then they-
change,
yeah.
you literally pay I'll get $25 worth of tokens or whatever, and
Yeah,
you're going to chuck
yeah.
them in the machine, which is not a bad way of doing it. I didn't mind
Yeah,
it.
it's not the worst way to do it.
And so they've got one or two newish machines in there, but the biggest issue I took with it is that everything's on a CRT, very obviously on a CRT screen still,
Yeah.
all the racing games and everything, and you sit far too close
Oh, yeah.
and go, this
Okay.
looks so
You
bad.
spoil it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
as a kid, it's one of those things. It's like this looks amazing. Hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Yeah,
a
but the
very
input
picky
lag
adult
is
with a
great.
super ultra wide monitor.
Yeah.
For the nostalgia, it's okay. But for someone like Eli, and there was another kid in there, and they were trying to read some text. I think it
Oh.
was Time Crisis.
Yeah.
And they were trying to read some text, and it's like, I can't. It's too blurry. What's it say? And I'm like,
Suck it up, sunshine.
Yeah, I was going to say, just, do the safety squid.
When I
buddy.
was your age, I had a Sega Genesis hooked up to a black and white television.
I just, yeah.
But
no,
I intensity down here, for those that don't know, it's an arcade,
Yeah,
basically, but
yeah.
it's shit. It's got barely anything anymore.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the
they're
thing.
rubbish.
Like you tend to find more interesting arcade stuff at say the bowling alley now.
Well, there's a bar.
like that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
Googling
it's,
arcade games. There's a bar in the mall.
Yeah, what's it called?
It was like a barcade or something.
Yeah, it's. I did bring it up once and say we should go there, and then
Yeah.
we never did. Replay
Sounds
bar.
like- Sounds like us.
COVID hit.
Replay bar.
I didn't want to go anywhere.
No, it was after that.
Replay, was
bar.
it?
Yeah, replay.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of pinball machines on one side.
Yeah.
That are you pay to play them. But then on the other side, it's got a mix of a bunch of arcade machines, and it's got some good ones too, like your Mortal Kombat's and your Street Fighters and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
But then it's also got some emulator kind of stations where it's got a bunch of Mega Drive stuff and SNES stuff, and,
Yeah.
and a 64 set up with Mario Kart. And
I've
stuff,
got to question the legality of doing that in the public place.
Oh, fuck them.
Maybe
They
they've got
aren't
the
fucking-
cartridge, like in
they
a glass
aren't-
case going, look, we own it.
Yeah.
They aren't making them available properly anymore. Let's be real, so they can
Yeah.
get fucked. If they were properly selling their games that I wanted to play, I'd
Yeah.
be buying them. But
Plus,
nine times out of
I
10,
would
they
love
don't.
to make just a standing MAME arcade machine. That would be so good.
Yeah.
Plus, Replay has Nick's favorite game, the bar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, I mean that's there. That's a given. You know what? That last time I went there, I didn't even touch an arcade cabinet. Last time I went there, I was already wrecked.
You crawled in and
I-
you're like,
I
oh, cool
managed-
arcade.
I managed to get up those stairs. I went and ordered a bunch of drinks. Me and the people I was with. I went over there and we played Jenga for an hour. And I just kept getting more and more shit faced.
I like to think that it's one of those times in the movie where you see something from your perspective, from Nick's first person perspective. He thinks he's playing Jenga really well with his friends.
it was bad.
And then you see the perspective of all the onlookers in reality, and you've got just one bar there, and you're all falling over it.
So no, I was miserable at that. I think Yeah, I was playing with 2 other people, and it was just like, look, I'm just going to lose. Can we just stop?
It's a sad thing that these places are disappearing. Like Replay Bar seems to be doing well from what I saw on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, well, they started up like basically while COVID was still a thing, but they got set up while COVID was a thing, from what I can gather, and then afterwards they made a mint. So
yeah, but Intensity is pretty sad.
yeah,
Like we honestly spent most of the time
They should rename it to Mediocrity.
we spent most of our time on the basketball one
oh yeah,
and air hockey.
yeah.
It's
Like
all
we had-
ticket machines now, right?
Like they give you tickets.
Yeah.
Like you get
you
rewarded
give
in
a bunch of
tickets.
money, and you get
Yeah,
coins
ticket
and things,
machines.
yeah.
So yeah, like we had tokens left over, and there was either we'd played everything or the remaining stuff didn't interest us, and so we just went back to air hockey and the basketball one.
Yeah.
and I played whack-a-mole.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Intensity, like those arcades, they used to be so good. It is such a shame that their glory is well past them. You know, like I remember going in there and they used to have that. What was it called? It was it wasn't a good game. It was one of those like shitty like FMV Sega CD shooting gallery games where it's live action guys and you like shoot your gun and then it would if you
talking
hit
about
just the right
Lethal
time it would kind of like
Enforcer,
skip then play a video of them falling down. But that was the station was huge for it. It was like the spectacle of the thing was incredible. And then you go along and you'd be seeing like people playing like Marvel versus Capcom and well, not at that time, but it would have been like X-Men Children of the Atom and they would have had all these metal slug machines and
Daytona,
like Turtles in
lots of-
Time.
yeah,
like,
Daytona.
Daytona's still in there.
yes.
This is the thing for me though, is that like this stuff now, and like the way that we see it because of where we live, we look at a lot of these places and we're like, oh man, all your stuff's like old and it's like, it just doesn't come. But then you go somewhere like Replay Bar where they've updated a bit and it's like, oh no, but then you go to when I was in Sydney, I went to a place called Archie Brothers, and it was you go in. You chuck a bunch of money on like basically a tap card,
And
to,
you read
to give you
Archie
money to go
comics.
and like play the machines.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing arcade.
Yeah.
Like it had like a whole bunch of modern stuff. Like it was all on, it was proper. Like, you could go, yes, they're all on LCDs. Yes, they've all got this. Everything was like on new hardware. Like there was a Halo 4 arcade game that was like an on rails shooter that you and like 3 other people could get into this massive booth and get like seat belted in, and you would just like
They need a Warthog.
It was amazing. You went on one at one point, and it was really good. And like that, I think.
How
But
did
it
that
was
place
also.
rate to Galactic Circus?
I honestly rated this place better because it also had like a half-length bowling alley and a very intense bar.
I was going to say, it's going to be a bar, isn't it?
I could buy-
What's the one at the Crown? Is that
I could-
Galactic Circus?
Yeah, that's Galactic Circus.
I could go to that bar and I could get a liter high ice cream cocktail.
That's
dangerous.
no
And-
nothing with ice cream or milk.
Like,
No.
how good an arcade
It
is to you
was-
by how much they will let you get
It
fucked
was
up.
amazing. I just got ruined. We bowled. Like I went on this
No,
big
no.
VR thing that they can strap you in as well. It fucking shakes up and down.
How was that after the cocktail?
Yeah, it was all right. Actually, I was having a good time. I was having a great time. It was
So yeah, Nick
especially
has his super liver.
like but I
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Dairy and alcohol is not. It's like pizza
I
and
wish-
pineapple.
oh no.
I wish so much that we had an arcade culture like they still have in Japan, like to the point where they have freaking mech games where you get in a booth and like you close the door and it's just you're surrounded by screens and the booth moves around as you're doing stuff, so you feel like you're actually piloting a freaking mech.
That'd be sweet.
And then you fight other people who are also doing it. It looks great.
I
It's like
I
you're
just
basically piloting a Gundam.
I have a question, but firstly, I would like to say I want to try. See, I want to try like Zone 3, the laser tag. I like that still. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'd win that with melee.
I'm tempted when I'm playing it.
Just go to a random 12-year-old's birthday party and pistol whip
All
every.
right,
I've
time
been to
for
my
me
own
to have
daughter's
some
birthday party
fun.
and I was
Yeah.
tempted, but I was
Oh,
Like, can you
I don't
imagine,
think
like,
we-
it just that setup for
man.
memory with those, like, you know, those, like, plywood slats and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Just leaping over one of them and putting your chest directly into a 12-year-old, putting your foot directly into a 12-year-old's chest and just fucking nailing them and just going, yes! One down!
I need the
I
boot
don't
sensors,
think
please.
that I've gone to Zone 3 since we went years ago, Nick, for that Halloween thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think that was the last time I went.
Because there's an
the lens
outdoor
in.
laser one now.
Yeah, there's also
That-
paintball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's paintball that I want us
We
to do.
haven't gone and done yet.
I really want us to do paintball, but the one up the top of the Southern Outlet, most listeners won't know, but anyway, it's top of a highway in some bushland.
Yeah.
And that's outdoor laser, and that's pretty cool. I quite like that. I did that. I had a brand new job on my first day. It was like an excursion day or something. And we went and played like laser tag
Wow.
up the outdoor version. But my question, so Eli went to Intensity. He loved it because of the spectacle.
Yeah,
I looked at it
it's-
and
yeah.
went, oh, yeah,
We've also seen
it's
it
not
before.
aged well.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
what do you think? So Eli takes his kid in 30-something years.
It will not exist in 30
I was
years.
gonna say, I don't think.
Well,
it'll
just to
exist
say
in the
that it
same
does,
way.
or some iteration of it does. What games now would become arcade classics in 30 years?
Now,
Street
I
Fighter
don't like. Are they
5.
releasing
I
arcade
know,
games
yeah.
in the West
Something
these
72.
days? Like, it'd still be Metal Slug, probably.
Well, like I
Like
said,
an
like
old
I
shitty version of Ninja Turtles.
You look at somewhere like I said, like Archie Brothers, where they have such new machines where it's like they've got a new like Halo last iteration.
Yeah,
shooter,
yeah.
stuff like that, and like a Jurassic Park shooter for whatever the latest movie of that was. There, like they're still happening.
Someone is still making it all,
yeah,
isn't
like
it?
someone's obviously like it's
We
not
don't
as
have the
big a
population
market.
down here
And
to
that's the problem.
Yeah, like it's obviously not as big a demanded market, so that we don't see it all the time, but they do exist.
I reckon that the Silent Hill rail shooter will definitely be there.
How
pretty
old
much
is that?
like what's that?
How old is that?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
It's very old.
I mean, we still be throwing basketballs through hoops.
Yeah,
It'll
no,
still
we
be
could
there.
probably still throw basketballs
Yeah,
for hoops. for
air
tickets.
hockey hopefully still
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah,
Air
air
hockey
hockey
banner
will still be
exists
there.
forever.
If I had
I-
the room, I'd
Okay.
have an air hockey table.
So let's like get to this though, because I have to bring up the one thing that in every fucking arcade I've ever been in my life, right? There is always some point where this hits, where you go to a machine, and it's a light gun game, and the gun's not fucking
Not
aligned.
calibrated.
Oh, that's yeah.
I
Oh,
get
yeah, that shit
so
sucks.
Yeah.
fucking mad every
Eli
time
and
it
I
happens, and it just
Play Time Crisis.
oh.
It just like, wasn't even close
Yeah.
to being accurate.
And I feel like that's something that people that run these things should probably pay fucking attention, because
They
that
don't. They're
It's
just there to
absolutely
collect
on
on
the
so
them.
people who run the
mad.
store.
so mad every fucking time.
Something like Intensity, they pay one staff member
yeah, to hang
to
out
be
at the
there
table
and
yeah.
just
Hand
that's
out
it.
tokens.
Sure, people
Hand
aren't
out
commenting
Yeah,
too
like
much.
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
dude,
probably not
calibrate
too
the gun.
often.
Or I know you just need to shoot the corner of the screen 3 times and you're done.
Yeah.
Please,
Just please.
fix your shit.
Minimum wage teenagers just there to sell you things.
'Cause-
They won't do
and
anything
this is the
like
thing
that.
too. I feel like they should just have like a book that just has the things for each game. That's just like, this thing's gone wrong. Okay, reset it, calibrate the gun.
Do you think that the gun calibration is a lost art? Like
Yeah.
the guys who come to work there, they go like, "Yeah, that doesn't work," and they'll never know
They'll-
that you just have to go in and
Yeah,
recalibrate.
they didn't have the like late 90s, early 2000s home, like, you know, they didn't have Point Blank on the PS1.
Oh, that was so
Like,
good.
Playing Duck Hunt at my sister's house.
Yeah,
That
or
was
Duck
amazing.
Hunter on their Atari.
I was trying this whole conversation to think of a game I played at a friend's house.
Yeah.
And it was Point Blank.
And it was Point
love
Blank.
Because that was
yeah.
different scenarios, wasn't it?
Yeah,
where
it
you
was
could
like
just use the
party
light
game
gun.
shooting.
Yeah,
things.
yes.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
a lot of fun. It was always fun.
Yeah. But didn't they really crack down on that kind of like the physical gun after that?
No, it was because they everything moved to LCDs, and therefore it was harder to make the guns communicate.
I do remember
Yeah,
there
like,
being some legislation
the
about
CRT.
how Australia was cracking down on
No. You just had to make the gun look like a toy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that's why like the G-Con was like 3 times bigger
It
than
was
an actual gun,
huge
and it had a
and-
big orange thing on
Yeah.
the front.
It's
of
got to
it.
have the big orange
You
thing.
wouldn't
That's
get a
important.
bank with a G-Con.
Yeah.
Remember the Sega Mega Drive had a bazooka?
Yeah, I do. I like as
Yeah,
much as
it
like
was
the Mega
effective because
Drive.
the short amount of
Yeah.
bazooka that you would use to
That
play
you could
Terminator
use to
2.
play Terminator with. Yeah, and it
What?
had like buttons on the thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hold it like
dude.
that.
Oh, if you've never seen it,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
That's a
What a
brutal.
sight to behold.
Like as much as the Mega Drive gets a lot of shit for having the amount of ridiculous add-ons that it does, like to the point where you expect it to have a force field, that was one of the best. I'm
What
not
was the
gonna lie.
Gamer Glove for?
The Nintendo.
The SNES or the
Yeah,
SNES?
that
Power
was the
Glove or
original
whatever it was.
Nintendo
Yeah,
Power
Power
Glove.
Yeah, I love the
was
Power
so
Glove.
bad.
It's so bad.
I showed that's
was
the
right.
advert.
That is from the Wizard.
At the Wizard, yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like this movie about, and it becomes very obvious later when you grow up and you look back at it and you realize what it was about. It's
It's an ad for
literally
Super Mario Brothers 3.
It's literally this autistic kid that is really good at video games trying to like take part in a Super Mario World? I don't know, tournament
Super
or
Mario
something.
3.
Super Mario 3.
Mario 3.
Is it Mario? Okay.
Yeah.
Super Mario 3 tournament. And yeah, one of the antagonists he comes across is like, "Doo-doo, I've got a power glove. And I love the power glove. It's
Actually,
so
no,
bad."
Nick,
And like,
I've told a lie.
You have?
He's going to like a Nintendo games thing. And
Yeah.
he's good at Mario. He's good at like Outrun or whatever the shit it was. He's like good
Right.
at games. And then they unveil Mario 3. That's the surprise
Oh,
game.
that's
Like,
right. That's
no
the
one's ever
surprise.
played Mario 3
No one's
before.
played Mario
Are you
3.
kidding? There's a third
So-
Mario.
So yeah,
That
it was
shit
like an
hype.
hour and a half ad for Nintendo games.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. And I know that I watched it like twice when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
I've never seen it since.
There's a great moment where like they're being pursued by some guy for a reason I forget, and the freaking like prepubescent girl
too
who's
good
like
at
kind of
video
older
games.
and sort of mothering the main character just screams at the top of her lungs that he touched her breast. And
Oh
it's such
my
an
gosh.
awkward
Yeah,
scene.
that's right. Now, yeah, I
Like,
remember
thanks,
that.
Nintendo.
You can't do that
Yeah.
It was a different time.
now. Yeah.
Well,
Not a better time, but a different time.
well, it had the same reaction now. If some woman screamed that, the dude that was getting would probably just say, it's a crowded place.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
The 90s.
Oh, the 90s. A different time altogether.
What have you been playing,
They
Dave?
were-
I've
30 years
taken
ago.
advantage of the really cheap Game Pass, and
Yep.
I felt like some faster driving after playing a lot of SnowRunner. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'd like to move faster. So Horizon 4.
Yeah, nice.
It's like,
Yeah, I saw when I dragged you out of that last night to play LOL.
I even got my girls can drive acceptably in that. And that tells
Yeah.
you how rubbish the physics are. Like,
Yeah.
It's obviously just a fun game.
Oh, yeah, it's just
But it's
arcadey.
just-
Yeah.
You got concrete wheels. Like you just stick to the track.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
but
you just, it's more that it's so forgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's like on rails almost. It's
but
Oh
the-
no!
magnetic
It can't really be on rails because of the fact that it's literally an open world map.
Yeah, you can just.
Oh,
smack-
okay, I thought it was
you
a
can just
racetrack.
drive through. You can just drive through like stone fences and it's fine.
Oh wait, isn't Forza 4 Outback Australia?
No, this
No,
is
that was
England. This
3.
is the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is the
three
UK.
three's Australian. That was, to be honest, 3 and the Australian was really good because the amount of shit that I recognised in it
Yeah.
was brilliant.
I played the
They-
Australian one because that was during
Yeah,
Devonport?
my ownership of at least one console.
One of your
Some
consoles.
That was
Yeah.
was that
If you're
Devonport?
playing through Australia and you're going, man, I recognize that. What a cool game, Nick. How do you think like Americans feel when they just see New York everywhere?
They were everywhere all the
Do you reckon
time.
they- do
I'm
you reckon
assuming
over it
they're.
by now, or do they?
they'd have
they still
to
have
be-
that pang of like, I know that. I know where that is.
I've been
would-
mugged there.
I would hope that they've been a bit desensitized to that at this fucking point because my god, the amount of
How many
you're in
Spider-Man
New
game
York.
can you play before you go?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's the bridge.
Oh look, a bridge.
Yeah,
That
so
bridge.
games and movies, they're just like, oh, really? Hang on, no, that's Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
The only game I think that's set in Toronto is fucking the Scott Pilgrim
a
game.
lot of LA like shows that are set in LA are actually filmed in Vancouver.
And some New York shows are
Cheap.
filmed in LA. It's all
Friends.
Yeah.
true.
Sure.
It's the only one I know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Set in New York, filmed in LA because everyone goes to New York looking for the fountain.
They're not going to find it.
All the tourists. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's not there. It's
okay.
on a. It's literally on
You
a.
said
seat.
that, my bro. Like I remember so little about Friends. Like the fountain. I'm like, what fucking fountain? Like, the
You know the
one in
fountain.
the intro.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fountain.
So no, I will admit that my Friends knowledge is fairly minimal
Oh well, we can
at
fix
this
that.
point. We don't need to.
But no, that said, we have mentioned so many times on this podcast that one of us or few of us have not watched certain films. I feel like it's time to man up, tell the wives to put the kids to bed, Well, we sit down and watch bad movies one night. Or good movies, depending on
I
your
was going to say all good movies.
the new
I
Top
got,
Gun
I got
is coming
plenty of
out.
bad movies.
That's an example of a good movie, yes, Top Gun 2.
Well, that's going to be a cinema excursion. I'd
It
assume,
is,
when
yeah.
it is.
We can pop into Intensity.
We can head to Intensity afterwards.
It won't be intense after the sensation of Top Gun.
It's. I feel it could be broadly similar to the box of Hawaiian
We
pizza.
need,
shows.
okay, all right.
It's gonna leave a
movies.
bad taste
We
in your
got to
mouth.
watch some Neil Breen.
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't. I'm
Good.
out.
I don't trust
boys.
you. We already had a very long
in-
list. All I know is that we need Jamie to watch Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's
That's
definitely
not a bad movie, is it?
no.
I'm sure
not
it's
a
pretty
bad
good.
It's a
movie.
People
fine
like
movie.
it a
It's
lot.
not-
Yeah,
It's,
it's fine.
it's more just like, come on, you're on a pop culture, basically, podcast at this point. You can't have
Oh,
not
as if
seen.
we're ever current.
We did just
I
spend an
don't
hour
play
talking
games.
about arcade
We
games.
just talk about arcade
I'm talking
games.
about Horizon 4, which came out several years ago. at
That's
least.
true.
Yeah. I don't play current games.
It's
What
a
is
good
this?
game, though.
The closest I came was playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I actually bought
Yeah.
it within a month. Of it
Within a
coming out.
time frame,
Like,
yeah.
That was
Which
a
was probably
quick
mistake
adoption for
a lot of
you.
people, but yeah.
It's basically early adopter, Dave.
It is pretty much because
Yeah.
that doesn't happen very often.
I do keep thinking about going back to it because
I need to
it's
There's another
been
big patch
patched.
again, so-
yeah, it's been patched a fair bit since I played
To be honest,
it
I
last.
didn't have that many problems with it. So
I-
yeah.
I didn't either, but they have just announced now that all
But Nick
future
ran on the
updates.
Xbox, so he would have had some problems.
yeah.
No, I like my thing with it was that I didn't really see any consistent problems.
Yeah,
I would just see
Dude.
problems when I was like,
we have
when
cameras now. Everyone
I'd
can
have-
see you just
that's
lift
fine.
a cheek and
That's
unleash.
fine. I'm only hurting you.
I want to go to Jamie's.
But what would happen with Cyberpunk is that I would have a really good run and I would have no issues and everything would be great and fine. And then I get into this like just false sense of security, and then suddenly something would go wrong.
Yeah.
Suddenly
and it would
all the
be
cars
like
spawn inside each other.
it would be like game breakingly wrong.
My
So-
favorite bug I've seen from that is a guy riding his motorcycle and then he T-poses
Oh, yes.
on the bike and then his clothes disappear.
Yes, I saw that one. That's great.
I'd claim that as a feature.
That's a win.
that's definitely-
yeah.
That was incredible.
It's like, how do I unlock this? How do I just
I've
have
never
it?
seen someone assert their dominance more than that.
That is a skill.
Well, here's some current news for listeners of this gaming podcast. CD Projekt Red just came out and said, we're finally happy with where it is. All future updates will no longer be like fix orientated. They'll be quality of life and content.
Nice.
Cool.
So it's like, we've finished the game now.
Okay.
12
Well, I mean,
months
I,
after it came out.
yeah, like I said, I haven't been back to it since before the.
Didn't PlayStation cop it worse than
Yeah,
Xbox?
PlayStation's
Is it back on the store
version
now?
was.
It
I
is.
don't know.
You can
Yeah.
actually get it on the PlayStation.
PlayStation's
It is, yeah.
version was so bad that they took it off the store for ages. So
They just bought a
Dave,
studio.
I don't know if this is just how I'm hearing it, but your audio is coming through like a little worse than everybody else's.
Who?
Just lean into the mic a little bit more.
Oh, mine not close enough. It's
Yeah, that's
entirely
better.
possible. No
Yeah.
worries.
They're very sensitive, Dave.
I'm very sensitive. I'm a sensitive guy.
Yeah, and yeah, Dave, you're a soft-spoken man, so
Until I get really
So
excited
just-
about something.
yeah, then it all goes wrong.
yeah, give that microphone a big smooch.
Hello.
Give it a big smooch.
Treat that microphone.
I'm
like
excited
you're,
about fish and chips for dinner.
stroking its hair.
Oh, is that we're having fish and chips?
I'm
here, huh?
excited about
don't know.
fish and chips. I thought
Are you
you
guys
were
staying
talking
for
about
dinner?
a fucking video
well,
game.
considering my children,
Bust out with fish
my
and
children are
chips.
staying here at your house.
Yeah, I know. I'm locking myself in here all night. Not because of your children specifically,
Yeah. Just the
but
amount
because
of
the
children.
number count of children goes.
We'll double.
Because of children.
We've doubled the amount of children.
Anything more than two, and I've got two,
Well, obviously, we'll just have to stream.
so guests are
fine.
just shit out of luck. If you bring a kid, like, by Josh, like we're having Eli's birthday party here, and I'm not going to stay. Jess knows.
That won't scar him.
Yeah, I did it last year. We had it here. Jess knows the rules. I will be in the man room if I'm needed, which last year was just to literally hold, like, no, tie the string of the pinata that the kids couldn't break because it was a box that she made, like a cardboard box that she added tape to.
It was quite structurally sound.
It was
It was.
Wow. I just
Yeah.
end up just giving him like a bat or like.
I think they eventually made a little hole somewhere. But I think I had to have a couple of whacks at
We
it.
ended up using a cricket bat for ours.
Nice.
We gave the
That's
kids
a
something softer.
sturdy
It wouldn't have-
pinata.
didn't,
See,
so we
I-
busted out the cricket bat and just whack.
I put up one for a friend's birthday about maybe half a year ago.
Was it your dog? Is that why we
No.
haven't seen your dog?
No. Oh, I thought you were saying, was it for my dog's birthday?
No,
I mean, it's
was your
tempting.
dog the pinata?
It's tempting for the pinata. I'm not
Some
gonna
interesting
lie.
taxidermy there.
But yeah. But no, we actually because it was just one of those ones from Kmart because it was like, have a pinata. The stick that came with it was so fucking useless.
they look pathetic.
It's just like, this is not fine. Smack like a good 5 minutes of just smacking away at it with this horrific, just garbage cardboard tube. You ended up just knifing it. So
did you bring out a weapon of some sort? And
I just
Just brings out his Glock.
Well, we weren't at home. If we were, I probably would have just gotten out like an axe or a sword or some shit. Said, "Fuck it, go for gold."
Let's go.
But yeah, there was a knife nearby, so he was like, "Fuck it, it's a kitchen knife." Just
let's face it, the kids just want the lollies.
yeah.
It's fun to hit things for a while, but then you just want the lollies.
It's like
We
playing.
need. I'm throwing you a party for your new baby
Why?
because I have amazing games for daddy baby
League of
showers.
Legends.
I threw one for Callum, like an old friend when he had his first baby. Had a couple of old high school and college friends
Does
over.
Callum still talk to you?
We don't talk that often.
Is there a reason?
Yeah.
Oh,
And we
geez.
played amazing games. Turns out I'm amazing at arranging parties.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
We're going to
yet
have
you
one.
refuse to be present for your child.
That's they're all children. There's not going to be children at this one. Anyway, the best one is baby food. Just get people to guess the flavors. You just got to sit there and eat baby
But
food.
that's a nightmare though, because there's stuff like fucking clams
I
and
know!
Jello shots,
And I'm the host. I don't have to do it.
That's horrendous.
Well, look, Mum gave me a really good one. I don't know how we got onto this, but anyway, you get nappies and you get chocolate and melt it and stuff like it.
Yeah.
Looks like literal shit.
Yeah.
And you've got to eat out of the
Like
nappy.
I've already
and
had 2 kids, Josh.
Yeah, we're
Like,
going to do it though.
This is all horrendous. Like
Yeah.
I
Sounds
get
like
it.
fetish shit. I want no part of it.
Well, see, there's an extreme version of that
You
where
start bringing
they
out-
put real dog shit in a nappy.
Yeah, do the
Yeah,
Russian
that's
roulette
very
version.
good.
You're
Yeah.
not sure which one.
No.
You're going to smell that a
Not
mile away,
today.
though.
You
Once
start
you know.
talking about putting on your fursuit, I'm gonna leave. Like, this is getting into some weird fetish
We
shit.
put Callum
right
in a
now.
nappy. That was
Is there photographic evidence?
no.
Unfortunate.
We bonded over that experience. They're like trying to get a grown ass man into a baby
Were
nappy.
you helping him tuck, were you? Or you?
We had
Did he have
rope.
like pants on, or was he
No.
just?
What do you
Oh.
mean you had rope?
Well, because his waist is too wide.
You can get the right
I thought
size.
you would-
No,
We've
it
gotten
was a
that old
baby nappy.
No, that's never going to work. You need to go to.
It's gonna fit on your wrist.
Barely covered his junk and his ass crack was hanging over. You get rope and you tie it around his
If you'd
waist.
let me know, I could have sourced you an appropriate sized
Yeah,
one.
that's just not.
No fun
That's
in that.
all about diapers.
I'm all about the shit life.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, I'm just saying.
We love gaming. We're big fans of
Yeah,
gaming.
we'll do it. We'll make a stream of it.
As long as the stream doesn't come out of the nappy, that's.
I was gonna say it's yeah. Oh jeez.
It's thrown you for a 6, isn't it?
I'm trying to all my body's trying to do is say different versions of no, and it's coming up with too many at once, and they're getting stuck as they.
It's
hit
a
my
happening
mouth.
thing.
It's
a happening thing.
Yeah.
wacky Germans. But yeah, no, I'm good.
Germans know how to throw a good party.
Moving on.
How are things going in your neck of the woods, Nick? You're still trying to get internet in your home?
You missed this part, Jamie.
Oh,
I think
yeah?
You might have been pooing.
I probably did.
Yeah, I'm trying, but
Short version.
I
It's
mean,
not connected.
yeah, I
Long
was gonna
version.
say,
Not connected.
not
Oh,
connected really hard.
Yeah, Nick's gonna
Well,
murder.
it gets to a point where when you've got a tech coming and you know they're coming to sort out your hardware, and you call them the day before to make sure they're coming, and they say yes, and then they don't show up because they cancel the appointment and send you a text message saying you should just plug your router in.
I don't know how you
Gets a
haven't
bit
learned
iffy.
to ring them the morning of and say, look, your guy is going to fuck up. Can you do that?
Well, that's the thing. Like, the problem is that I'm generally at work whenever these things happen, so it's like,
But the guy doesn't even
What do I
get
do?
there.
No, well, that's the thing. He
problem.
doesn't even fucking.
No
get
one
there.
ever
Like,
actually turns up.
Like, and this is my biggest issue with it. And I think I've said it before. If any of those motherfuckers would get even into my street, I'm at the fucking corner. All they've got to do is get slightly into my street.
Yeah.
They can look at my house and go, "Oh, that's where that's supposed to be. That's the problem."
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's not there.
Yeah.
They
But
don't just need to plug the router in and everything will be fixed.
But instead,
Now we had to call Aussie Broadband the other day to make sure, because we're going to be moving in a couple of months, and we were making sure that we could move our current connection no problem.
yeah.
And just for a lark, we mentioned your issue with them, and the lady on the other end of the phone got angry when she heard about it and said that you should contact them because they specialize in getting addresses fixed.
They are good at
Like
getting
it's
it
a thing
done,
that they do their, like, they've got a team for it, and they don't fuck about.
That's
So-
why
so-
the
so
I reckon
the
you should give them
slogan
a
is
call.
at Aussie, we'll save you.
Yeah. No, but save me from a heart attack or a fucking homicide
Yeah.
charge.
I
But-
reckon you should give them a ring. Their phone lines are open like by the time you get home, so you can just call them whenever. You just give them a ring and be like, "Would you be able to fix this?"
You do need to try a different
Yeah.
ISP. I feel like,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Like, we are directly in contact with NBNco now. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah,
Like, that's
they-
how long
they
this
don't
has
do
gone.
shit.
That we are directly in contact with them. So that's why, like, it's extra frustrating now, because it's not even the telco's fucking thing. They're not even the ones fucking it up anymore. It's just the company. Found out earlier this week when I was sitting there looking on Reddit, on the NBNco fucking Reddit, the NBN Reddit, NBN, that apparently NBNco is run by a whole bunch of like old Telstra execs, and I'm like, of course,
Yeah.
of course,
It's all the incestuous.
You've just fucked it up.
It wasn't earlier,
yeah.
and then suddenly it
Suddenly
was
it
mysteriously
was.
when certain change of government
yeah,
occurred.
certain change of government
certain,
appeared.
yeah.
This woman angrily asserted and assured that they would get that shit fixed up right away. So I don't know. You should maybe give them a call. See what they can
It's
do.
tempting. It's
You
tempting,
do, you need
but
to at this point.
I
Like,
need
just-
to do something else.
Yeah. How many months has it been? 3?
3, 4,
March,
4.
April,
Yeah,
May.
4 months.
It's not okay.
No.
Yeah.
So
Considering,
Go
yes,
somewhere
what, yesterday
else.
or the day before, Teresa got a message saying, oh, your router's not plugged in.
you need to plug your router in.
Oh, that's the same thing you got 4 months ago.
yeah. It
Oh,
is.
And as you said to us before, you've got that. They've sent you 3.
Yeah, they've sent us 3 routers. Every time they set up and they do this again, they send us another router, and we got the 3rd router.
What do they think's going on? Like,
they're getting a new person at NBN every time Telstra send the work order through, and they're just assuming the same thing or seeing the same thing and closing the case.
Yeah.
So that's why a different ISP like Aussie, who can hound them, who actually knows, like rather than Telstra, who are just going by a script or a written process and leaving it and assuming NBN will do their thing, like Mint or like I suggested, or Aussie, like Jamie, like just someone that knows how shit NBN are
yeah, one of the smaller actual
So-
completely.
and
Someone
knows they
that's
can't
willing
just
to
log a
believe that
job
they're a
with
piece of
NBN
shit,
for a
yeah.
connection and assume it's going to get done. Like, it's just infuriating.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It'd be nice
Yeah.
if you could
She-
download games.
she-
Actually, this is
like,
something that like weirdly happened too that kind of threw me is like where the trench is that's got the conduit
Yeah.
that like is there for someone to use a pull through and put the cable in one side to pull it through to the pit in front of the house, so that we've got the cable going from the house to the pit. Because there's a lot of construction work going on in my street, someone decided to go and just like fill in the bit of kind of like the ditches that's there and like actually like level it out with the rest of my ground for a couple spots. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You've done more for me than my ISP has, but why?
Yeah.
Like, it just,
Was it the guys that put your fence in, maybe?
Ah, fuck
not a
knows.
hard feat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
I've done more than
I've
them. I
no
took
idea.
The
photos.
fact that they were there.
Yeah,
means
the
they've
fa-
done
I was
more.
gonna say
You
the
looked
fact
at-
that
you
they
actually went and looked at the
appeared.
problem, Josh. You've done way more than the ISP
Yeah.
has done.
Yeah.
Like I said, if we had the hardware, we
If
could
had
connect it.
Yeah, no,
Like,
if we had that.
That would be so easy. You just terminate the fiber and assume that that's live. And you're done.
What is because it like the signal goes to the pit.
Well, that's the thing. The pit is frustratingly close too.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's just the whole thing is just.
I can stand where the fucking cable's supposed to be and spit.
Mind you, the
from where
conduit
this-
doesn't come out anywhere near the pit though. Like, considering that's where the conduit needed to go, and the pit was already there, and then the builders, their infinite wisdom said, we'll run the conduit about a meter away, so it ends.
It's nuts to me that you had better internet in a caravan.
Yeah, isn't it just? So,
I bet that point-to-point wireless I suggested is looking
it's
pretty
not
damn
fucking
good
looking-
right now.
Nothing like that is looking pretty. I'm not sticking a fucking ditch on my house. Oh, jeez.
You could have been enjoying internet. It was originally for me
you
to
saying?
steal your internet, but I'm saying I could be giving you internet.
At this point, it would be going the other way. It's just
God, could you
garbage.
imagine Josh's internet connection with Nick leeching from it?
Ugh,
We'd never do anything.
no.
It's not great. Well, mine's not the worst. I get weird latency more than
best.
anything. I get 50 down.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, you're on a
Jamie.
gig, Jamie, so
Yeah, I am.
you're not-
Here's
out of
something.
curiosity, could they transfer it to where you're moving?
Still fibre.
Yeah, they can.
Yes, they can.
But like
Easily.
the full gig?
So it's all
Yeah.
fiber. They
Oh,
just
the
need to make
fibre.
sure that the residents had fiber.
Oh, okay,
Just-
yeah. I wasn't sure, yeah.
So here's a question for you guys, actually. The plans that you guys are on, are they unlimited or are they like a couple terabyte thing?
Oh, mine's
Yeah,
always
unlimited.
unlimited.
Yeah.
Totally unlimited.
Mine's
Okay,
unlimited
cool.
now.
Because I don't see the point in getting like a terabyte limit thing. Because I was looking at a couple other companies. with
No,
plans and
fuck
stuff.
that.
And that was what, like, Mint was one of
Yeah.
the ones that I looked at on
Yeah.
their website. And yeah, I was just like, oh, like a lot of your plans actually have limits to
Yeah.
how much you can download. Like, I think
It's a good way to save $10-20 a month.
I think it gets to like 2 terabyte
Yeah.
with them. And then you go up to like the highest tier plan, and then that's unlimited.
Well, because on their website, unless it's changed, you got little sliders. So you can,
Actually, no, it's not that. What it is the higher speed you go. If you go for the higher speed that they offer, then you get a 2 terabyte limit. But if you go for not the higher speed that they offer, you get unlimited.
I'm pretty sure you can change it.
So,
Each of those is on a slider, and you can mix and match.
yeah.
But I was paying like
Yeah.
$80 for unlimited 50 down, 50,
Yeah.
50 20.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I pay.
Yeah. Whereas now I pay
Like, and the-
55.
The only gripe I have with Aussie is that like they don't tell you really like from the get go on their website what plans they have. They do have some listed there, but like my plan, it wasn't listed. I basically said, "Have you got anything better?" And they went, "Yes." And
At
I went with that.
save you.
No, wrong Aussie.
you know,
Yeah, no, I know, but it
it's
still
the wrong
applies.
kind of Aussie, but
No bullshit broadband. I think or something.
Yeah.
But they kind of go like, yeah, we do have these plans. No one ever really bought them, so we don't really list them on the site anymore. I'm like, I'll take it. Give me that gigabit connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do sell a few to like the super nerds, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, the beauty of it is, well, I say the beauty. They should have done this in the first place, but of course, the government announced that they will go back and fix all the copper that should have been fibre.
Well,
What?
they haven't said all yet, have they? They were going.
No,
to
they
do
haven't
some
said all.
areas.
Yeah, more densely populated areas and new developments, which gave me hope. They said,
you're not new anymore, though.
but they didn't. The thing is, they didn't say we made a mistake.
Oh no.
They said no. At the time, Australia wasn't ready for high-speed internet.
What?
Now they are.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to go back and install it properly. And I'm like, you idiots.
So now that you've rolled out that
Now
copper,
that everyone has to
Yeah.
work from home, the infrastructure that we could have had in place that would have saved people a lot of issues that we gutted out on the whims of one very rich man, we realize somehow we made a mistake.
yeah.
but we're not saying
Don't,
it's,
don't
it's
ask
not a
us how we
mistake.
made that
though,
mistake.
Yeah, it's
Was
not
it-
a mistake.
Was it a bit of Australian politics? Was it Rudd or Gillard that originally announced the good NBN
Rudd.
network?
It's right.
Yeah,
when
it was
Rudd
right.
was in his
Rudd, I believe. Yeah.
That man was a forward thinker. Unlike
yeah.
any liberal
let's
ever.
be real. Rudd was really good, but then he said no to a mining company too many times, so they fucked him off.
Kevin
Yes,
07.
he said he was going to tax Brian Hart, and that was his downfall.
Yeah, because you can't actually tax the rich people in this country. That'd be too
Between
fucking
her and
No.
Clive Palmer, that we've got very ugly billionaires.
Well, actually, that's a fair point though, because when you've got the money to be hot, no matter what you fucking do. You've got the money to fix that issue, and neither of them give a fuck about it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but if I
They're
had
treating
billions of
themselves
dollars,
as
I'd probably
revealed to us
look
very
at least
easily.
like the most fuckable human being on my vicinity. I'd put an effort in. Because let's face it, it's not like they actually fucking work.
No.
No, I'll sign some things and I'll check my bank balance. I literally just own a place that fucking
look, it's
makes me
gone up.
money.
Is Clive
Yeah.
Palmer's political party even a thing still?
Oh, fucking probably.
I think so.
I don't know.
Don't
He's,
know.
yeah, I don't
No.
even give a
Never paid
shit.
much attention to him. He's kind of a joke.
I knew he existed and I was like, that's really funny.
He was
I
going to
hope
build
this is a
Jurassic
joke.
Park.
The problem is he's a rich joke who influences elections.
He also wanted to build a Titanic.
Yeah, I know.
So he's a fucking
Now
idiot.
that's
As long as
that's
he
a
goes on
recipe
it.
for success.
Yeah.
Like
I'd rent
Elon
an
Musk.
iceberg.
yeah.
Say what you will about Elon Musk. He spends his money on similarly things that we don't really need, like
Kind of.
grandiose
Like it's
projects, and then Clive
Well, at
Palmer
least
wants
he-
to
at
build a
least he's
boat
trying
that's
to buy
sunk.
his way into politics.
yeah.
He's doing whatever shit he wants, but he's staying out of,
Yeah.
He's
not
He's staying
trying for a
out of
political
things
thing.
that fuck with how our country works.
Sort
Yeah.
of.
Sort of. Like,
made
it's-
some interesting
kind
decisions.
of.
Yeah, but
I
he's,
mean,
he's
not
not.
te- not
He's
really.
not turning around and going, "Well, I'm going to start my own political party that exists simply because I have a fucking hard on for myself."
Who's this
I
Musk?
would call it the moon
Yeah,
party.
like that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying that he hasn't done.
He
Whereas
hasn't done
Clive
it.
Palmer is just like, "No, you don't understand. I'm so round. I haven't seen my dick in 6 years, but fuck, I know it's solid for me." And
That's where it is.
Yeah, like it's so that's the thing with him, where it's just like, oh, you started that for totally shit reasons. You're literally doing this because you want to make more money.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Musk
you
is
fat
doing things
piece of
that
silly
actually,
shit.
I would argue, further the human race.
Yeah.
Like SpaceX.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the stuff with
It's like-
SpaceX. Like, to
I
be
don't
honest,
know
the
about,
stuff
like,
with
that satellite
renewables
thing that he's doing at
and-
the moment, though.
like I
Yeah.
said, the stuff to do with renewables that he's doing,
Yeah.
I'm all over it. Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Good. Like that.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
something that I'm actually really passionate about. Anything like to do with like getting us to be ecologically more sound while still moving us forward. I
Yeah.
am all up for that. In
Why?
every
Climate
way.
change isn't real.
Fuck up. I'll fucking kill. I've got a glass to throw. The video can see it. I've got a fucking
tell
glass
us
to throw.
about
But so that's kind of the thing at the moment with me, where I'm just like, look, he's taking the issues that I care about seriously. Good, go, you go, bud.
Hashtag Greta was lying.
You fucking. I can't-
Like, as we recording this, like BC have recorded their hottest summer ever. People
Yeah,
are
that was
dying.
nutty. It was like
Yeah.
40 something,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it's fucking. Well, like considering how fucked like a whole bunch of places in America, like Texas and stuff, that are just like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this sucks. We have nothing to combat this. We haven't fought anything like this before.
And then their power goes
And-
out and
Yeah.
everyone's charged thousands of dollars.
Really handy that they sold them
Don't
to
worry,
private
guys,
companies.
Ted
and one
Cruz
of
is on
their
the job.
and
I
one
mean,
of
the
their
plane
like
to
governmental
Hawaii.
bodies turned around and said, "Hey, no, aircons for pussies, right?" And it's like, no, it's not. I want to not fucking die. So,
Yeah, Ted Cruz chose the ScoMo approach.
well, the Zodiac killer
Doesn't
would
exist.
fucking-
Yeah, that's right. Oh, there's a natural disaster.
on the loose.
I'm going to head off.
Holiday.
I'll come back and shake some hands.
I think they went to the same place, didn't they? He went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, during the
Yeah, I
bushfire,
think it was
ScoMo
Hawaii.
did.
Well, yeah, no, I'm thinking Ted Cruz.
It's the
like,
QAnon catch-up.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, this has been a really good
video game
Love some video
podcast.
games.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about games
I-
by comparison.
I think this is a good spot to kind of just stop.
You can watch a stream
Before we
on
get arrested by
Saturdays.
some sort of anti-terrorist squad.
I've already talked about Fatty McFat fucking a couple other people.
We need to make an announcement. Streams are moving. I did
Saturday
update our
nights,
website. I didn't put it on social media yet. But yeah, we're going to move streaming to Saturday nights for those 7 that
It's a
watch.
bit better night. Yeah, a bit better night. So
Yeah,
Australian,
I
like
don't
what is
wanna
it, like plus
kill
10
myself
USD
when I
or
start
whatever.
streaming on a Saturday, but on a Friday I surely do.
Yeah. Yeah. We all work. This is a side hustle. So
Yeah, we all do.
end of the week's like, I don't want to entertain people.
I want to be entertained. I don't want to.
Yeah,
That's
I
right,
want to.
yeah.
I want to have
Yeah.
a moment to myself.
You're all so needy. So we're changing to Saturday.
Thanks for listening, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
guys.
But sorry, but on Friday
gotta neg them.
I want my. I was just going to talk about having like a self-care bath with rose petals and candles.
You're all
and stuff.
shit listeners.
there you are, just fucking abusing everyone. But no, I think Saturday
Anyway,
night
guys,
will work better.
thank you for tuning in.
Jamie's out.
The Uncensored
Jamie's
Daily
done. He's
Podcast.
finished.
We could just keep going.
I
I've
am
been-
Jamie,
Oh.
and it's cold in
I was
here,
gonna-
and I want to
I've been Nick.
I've been
go
Josh.
get a heater.
And
So
I'm still Dave.
did you
Remember-
say something?
I was about to pick up and throw the Hawaiian pizza box at the camera, then remembered that it's not bolted to the
It
table.
is not bolted. Yeah, if you've stuck around this long, look at our cameras.
Well, good night, everybody.
Jamie not feeling the vibe in the room.
No, not really. Just I don't know what it is, guys. I just feel a disconnect.